Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss another interesting topic, and that is AI and hiring. Most discussions about AI hiring tools focus on discrimination, and that concern is important. AI systems are often trained on historical hiring data, and historical hiring decisions are not always neutral. If certain groups, backgrounds, career paths, or communication styles have been favored in the past, there is a risk that automated systems learn those patterns and continue reinforcing them. But I think there is a larger issue that isn't discussed enough, and I don't think this is a situation where employers are winning and candidates are losing. I think that this is a situation where nobody's winning. Employers are overwhelmed with applications, candidates are overwhelmed with rejections, recruiters are overwhelmed with volume, and lawmakers are struggling to keep up with technology that is changing faster than regulations. And as a result, hiring has become less about understanding people and more about processing people. But let's think for a second about the positions that employers are in. A single job posting can receive hundreds or even thousands of applications even an hour after posting. It is completely understandable why companies turn to automated systems, keyword filtering, and AI-assisted tools for recruitment. No human recruiter can realistically read every application in detail and reply to everybody when they're faced with that kind of volume. But candidates are also responding rationally. If people know that applications may be screened automatically, they begin optimizing for those systems. They use keywords they believe will score them. They mirror job descriptions. They use AI tools to improve their applications. They adjust the language to fit what they believe the system wants to see. And this is where a whole other problem emerges altogether. The more candidates optimize for automated screening, the less useful those screening systems become. For, first of all, the simple reason that everybody starts sounding the same. The unique experiences, backgrounds, career paths, personal strengths, and individual perspectives that make people valuable as employees become very harder to see. Employers may believe they're improving hiring quality, but many of those systems are actually solving a volume problem, not a quality problem. Let's say a keyword filter can tell you which application looks most similar to a job description, but it cannot tell you who candidate is the best person suitable for that position. And those are two completely different questions. And this is where discrimination becomes a big part of what we're going to discuss today, because it is not obvious. It doesn't have to be direct either. Sometimes it happens when systems reward people who look most similar to previous successful candidates. That can create disadvantages for many people out there: career changers, self-taught professionals, people with employment gaps, disabled applicants, immigrants, parents returning to work, pretty much anybody whose career path doesn't fit a familiar pattern. And the result is that people feel pressure to hide what makes them different. And when people believe they will be penalized for being different, they start presenting themselves as templates. And employers don't necessarily hire templates, they hire people. So in trying to reduce risk, organizations may actually be losing access to some of the very talent they're actually looking for. Another issue is transparency. Today, many applicants have no idea how they're being evaluated. They don't know whether AI is being used. They don't know how long their data will be stored. They don't know whether anyone reviewed their application at all. They don't know why they were rejected. They often don't know whether a role is active, paused, already filled internally, or just no longer being recruited for. So imagine trying to improve when you don't know what happened. Imagine trying to compete against a system you can't see. And without transparency, people are guessing. And when people begin guessing, they optimize for survival rather than authenticity. And this is one reason job seeking increasingly feels like a full-time job. Applicants upload a CV, re-enter the same information manually, complete assessments, perform unpaid tasks, participate in multiple interview rounds, and often receive no feedback at all. And that raises an important question. Should applicants have the right to know whether AI is involved in hiring decisions? Should employers disclose the stages of hiring? Should there be limits to unpaid assessments? Should applicants know how long their personal data will be retained? Should inactive job posting be removed more quickly than they are? Should people have access to more meaningful explanations when automated systems are involved? Those are not necessarily anti-business questions. They're accountability questions, and accountability benefits everybody. Transparency, first of all, helps candidates make informed decisions. Transparency helps employers attract stronger applicants, and transparency, more than anything, builds trust. And at the moment, trust is the last thing in a hiring process, because candidates don't trust that applications are being reviewed fairly, employers don't trust that applications accurately represent candidates, and both sides increasingly rely on automation to protect themselves from the automation used from the other side. And that is in no way a sustainable future. The goal of hiring should be simple. Employers should be able to discover talent, candidates should be able to demonstrate talent, and both sides should have enough information to make an informed decision. The problem isn't employers or candidates using AI. The problem is that we're building systems that are becoming very good at processing applications while becoming less effective at understanding people. And when that happens, everybody loses. Candidates lose opportunities, employers lose talents constantly, recruiters lose meaningful signals. And society loses trust in one of the most important processes that connects people with work. And this is why conversations shouldn't just be around AI discrimination. It should be about transparency, accountability, and whether modern hiring systems are still helping people to find each other or simply helping them filter each other out. So thank you for watching. I hope that was interesting, and take care.